Market structure is extremely important. Over 70% of your trades are trend based. So if you can't understand the trend properly, your win rate is going to suffer and you're never going to become consistently profitable. Now, I know all of you already know what higher highs, lower lows are, and all that other stuff, but that's not why I made this video, because I want to go more advanced, and them so-called advanced market structure videos out there are still pretty basics. So I want to go more deeper, but I don't want to overcomplicate things. So I'm just not going to talk anymore, and I'm going to go straight into actually explaining advanced market structure. So the first thing I want to talk about is actually key levels. But before I actually start explaining what they are, I just want to go quickly over why they're actually useful. So key levels aren't really about understanding the trend itself. It's actually looking for more potential trend shifts so you can hit those insane risk to reward trades. So let's say, for example, let's say the market has been going very bullish for a long time and now it's finally reached a key level. At that point, we can potentially see a reaction and then a trend shift. So I have a perfect example right here. As you can see, you had many reactions from the same area. As you can see, this is a strong key level. Okay, now what happens here? Price came back to this exact point and then reversed, and then you can see potential trend shifts. So this is very useful, so you can hit insane trades like this. So let's say you did not know what key levels are and you were right at this point. You're probably thinking to get longs, but what I would do is I'm going to check back in time and see, do we have strong reactions from the past? And then this way you can see if the trend could actually shift and turn bearish. So let me show you where this actually comes useful. So as you can see, I have a setup right here. I trade supply and demand. Most of you already know this. You can already tell that I wouldn't take this trade based on the trend. As you can see, we're taking out lows, we're failing to take out highs, and failing to take out highs here again. So what I'll do here is I'll mark out the trade where I'm supposed to take longs. I'll go back in time, usually on higher time frames, because higher time frames are just more promising for key levels. And as you can see, you have this massive strong reaction from here. Now, the more recent the key area is, the better and stronger it is. But as you can see, once this point reached here, the trend totally shifted, had a massive reaction. So from this point, I can see a crazy trend shift and I can hit insane risk to reward trades. What my strategy basically is that I can get the trend shift from the lowest point possible. So as you can see, you can hit insane trades like this if you know what key areas are. Now I'm going to talk about what are breakout structures, all that as well, but I just want to go firstly over some basics and then go to the advanced stuff. So now, what are breakout structures? It is still basics. Breakout structure, we all know what it is, but you can go really advanced in breakout structures, but you don't want to overcomplicate trading. So breakout structure is, just a quick introduction, is when it takes out a previous high or low. So this here was a breakout structure. As you can see, breakout structure. So for example, this was a breakout structure as well. Took out the low, but that's a weak breakout structure. So what is a strong breakout structure? So a strong breakout structure is when it basically just goes straight through it. For example, this here is more of a liquidity sweep than an actual breakout structure. As you can see, it barely broke out the low, and this is a good sign to actually trend shift. Okay, for this example, we're going bearish. Okay, we slowly start taking out lows just by a small amount, not strongly, just having liquidity sweeps. So one point you can see a strong trend shift, and as you can see, this is exactly what happens here. So let me just quickly find another example. As you can see right here as well, just found another example. This is not a strong breakout structure. As you can see, wick through this, took all this liquidity just below here and had a strong trend shift. So a strong breakout structure is what happened right here. As you can see, price came to this point and went straight through it. Means we can literally just start going extremely bullish because we have so much momentum. Okay, so now all that breakout structure, key areas, that's all explained. Now I want to go a little bit more into advanced stuff. Now, what you need to understand is actually patterns, okay? As you can see right here, this is a trade I'm interested in. You have a demand zone right here, nice level of liquidity, breakout structure right here, nice reaction. Okay, so what makes this trade not good? This is the pattern of this structure. As you can see, it's swing highs. It came all the way here. It didn't have a strong push down. What it has is a swing high and a swing low. Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. Now, what can you expect here? You wouldn't expect something like this, okay? Because this is what the recent market structure has been doing. As you can see, this is what it's been doing. Now, what can we expect here? We can expect a swing low and then a swing high. And this is exactly what it's doing, as you can see right here at the moment. Now, this is really recent, as you can see, so I cannot see the exact market structure happening right now. But as you can see, it had a swing low and then a swing high. Now, I want to go a little bit more in depth. Now, most of you already know this, but if you see price having a straight line, and then you see you have a setup right here. So for example, supply and demand, my strategy. As you can see, liquidity created, taking out its own eye and coming here. Now, what you can expect at this point, this isn't a good trade because so-called you're really bullish. I will call this a bad trade just because markets need to retrace. You cannot have markets moving in a straight line always. So this is just a drawing example, but let me show you a quick live example. So as you can see right here, I had a setup right here. And as you can see, the reason this lost is because price needs a bigger retracement. And at this point, as you can see, price doesn't move in a straight line. As you can see, you can't expect moves like this, okay? This is just a bit absurd. So what you can expect is price to come up, all right, whatever move it made, make this kind of movements or have a bigger retracement down below. And after it's done that, then you can start looking for trades again. So for example, this here would be a good place to take trades, or this place, or even this place, because it did some kind of structure. You can not have price moving in straight lines like this. This is just crazy. I mean, this is okay, but taking a trade right here, expecting it to go more high, it's just absurd. And as you can see, it did exactly that. Moved up from it, had this little structure made, came retraced, and then went back to the upside. Now I want to go into the higher time frames, and this here is going to give you about a 90% win rate if you master this, and you can actually see trend shifts. So let's say, for example, it's Friday, okay, you do your shit, and then a weekly open comes, okay. As you can see, this is your previous weekly candle. Let me just draw it out real quickly. This is the wick. Now this is a bearish candle, okay, and then your next candle's weekly opens right here, obviously. And let's say what it does here, it creates a lower wick and it comes all the way here. Now it's Tuesday. What can you expect here? You can expect price to come bullish, and the reason for that is because price hasn't made a higher wick. Now it is a little bit confusing at the moment, but I'll show you a live example. So as you can see here, this is the previous weekly open. This is where it closed. Okay, this is where the next candle opens. It comes with a lot of volume. Let's say it hasn't created a top wick, so what it did, it turned all the way bearish. So for example, let's say this was my liquidity supply and demand setup. As you can see, my setup is all the way down over here. Now let's say it hasn't made this move yet. It has only made this move. As you can see, it only made this move. And now let's say, let me try to draw a weekly identical over here. So let's say this is the previous candle. Let me make a upper wick, lower wick, just like that. And now, as you can see, the new candle opens just over here. Now, what it has done, it has made a lower wick. And now let's say this setup on the 30-minute time frame is identical. We'll tap the weekly's lower wick, and now what you can expect here, as you can see, this wick over here is identical to this move down to this zone over here, as you can see, like this. Now this would just be a perfect trade to actually take longs in. So as you can see, taking a long here, exactly like taking a long here, because this has no upper wick. And my stop loss, just how I have it, and now target this, and then you can exactly target this because it has to make that upper wick. So let me just show you a live example because this is absolutely fucking confusing for you, I know. Now, I can't show you an actual live example because I cannot see how the trades play out in backtesting mode. But as you can see here, every candle has a lower and upper wick. So let's say the next weekly candles opens right here. So what it does at the moment is just create a lower wick. But it hasn't created, okay, that's a bit bad. Let me just fix that up. As you can see, it has created a lower wick, but it hasn't moved to the upside yet. The upside higher wick is still not creating. So the candle looks something like this. Okay, this is kind of what the candle looks like. I mean, I can't make it identical, but I'm just trying to make a drawing example. This is what it looks. Now, if I would go on to the 30-minute time frame, which I trade on, and you have a zone, let's say right over here, this would be a perfect place to actually take longs because you need, and it doesn't matter the trend, price needs to make that upper wick. It needs to make this upper wick. Even if it's this small, it usually does make an upper wick. For example, the only place where I can see a no upper wick is right here, and yeah, that's about it. I cannot find any other examples because every single candle has a upper and lower wick. And what you can expect is price now to go bullish at this point. Now, this also applies for the 4-hour, okay, every time frame. This applies to every time frame. I mean, it doesn't really matter on the lower time frames because you can't really like see trend shifts like this, but this is extremely important and you mostly have like a 90% win rate. So if you have a setup where it created its lower wick and it doesn't have an upper wick yet, take that setup. Even if it's not the best setup, price literally just wants to go and create that upper wick and you just have the perfect place to take that long. Now, I do hope this small short market structure video was really helpful and I could make a longer one in the future going even more in depth. Join my free Discord to learn even more, and I hope you learned something from this video.